Hey Five, you can have as many cookies as you like, and welcome. Haven't been in this game for a while. Oh, OBS shitting itself for a second. Went red for a moment. Fluctuating a lot, actually. It's weird because I'm not dropping any frames, but the notification has just gone fucking nuts. Is it lagging on your end at all as I walk around? Not sure what it's doing, I might have to update it again. Hey yo. Yeah, it's definitely acting weird. Not sure why it would be. I haven't changed anything, my bitrate seems fine. Let's just make sure I'm not torrenting or something in the background. Kill that for a moment. How's that? I mean, it looks steady now, so I guess that must have been the problem. It's weird because I wasn't getting any fluctuation until I actually started speaking. No. Seems to be fixed. Maybe? That's got me self-conscious. Not sure why it's showing like my maximum KB per second instead of just what I've got it limited to. I think it might just be fucking with me. No, I'm going to continue and we'll see if that becomes a problem or not. So first thing I want to do, I want to farm Gauss. I've been putting it off for a long time. I think it is a... is it from here? TSC Disruption on Sedna. Kelpie. Each component has a 10% drop chance. And I was told that going longer makes you get more C rotations, so I'll do a relatively longer one, I guess. So probably won't take leveling stuff. Let's get rid of that. I think the only frame I've used in Disruption is Baruch. Might do that again, it's been a long time. I'm not sure why I've got a Hildren loadout, so we'll get rid of that. Foreman, I guess. I don't remember what half of this stuff is. I think some of them have armor, right? Although I think the weapon I take on Baruch has shattering anyway. Do I take that, or do I take this? I think I take red, yeah. So the melee itself is useless, but it makes this 4 decent. Maybe I won't take that. Because I think I rely on melee to kill these things. Like I said, it's been a very long time. Gas and viral should do the job. Take the pox, I guess. And the 4 min can stay. General? Sure. Xeneric. Nice 4 does have Shattering Impact. I don't remember if the red carries over or not from the melee weapon. I think it does, right? And I think I just have that on both because it's convenient for like Valkyrie and stuff on the other weapon. I'm gonna take Helios to scan anything interesting. Actually, I have no idea what build I have on here. This is for melee. Melee damage? Sure. It's probably corrosive, yep. Actually, I want to make sure I've got a Arbiter's Sigil on this guy as well. Back. Front. I'm pretty close to having all the decorations, so I don't really want to go backwards in Syndicate standing, that's for sure. Alright. So I need to farm Gauss, and I need to farm his weapons as well. Not sure where they come from. Is that Lure Apollo? I don't even know what that is. More disruption. Fair enough, we'll do that. I also want to look at these Outbreak missions. I'm not entirely sure what they are, but I guess we'll find out. Is there a reason? I mean, I guess we'll go on public. Some lag to spice things up. Copy. Alright, here we go. I think the only mission I've done in this game in like the last month is the Maru's Bazaar one, which I did a few days ago. It's weird when you start streaming because you feel obligated not to make progress off stream. Interesting. Can hear Helios going off. I've got a Nightwave for scanning as well, that's convenient. I think you have to kill the amalgams for these keys, right? Oh, that's convenient. I don't think the lag's too bad. I don't have my indicator on anymore. I think I was scanning him. I don't remember what other abilities I have. Oh, lead, yep. This is 2. Oh, the radial sleep. There's 4 as his fists, obviously. Nice. I do like this frame. Is that a key back there? Looks cyan to me, right? I think you can still carry this over per wave. I think they changed it, but you can still carry it. Warframe abilities give diminishing returns when spammed on the amalgams. I don't know. Not really spamming abilities on him. So that counts as a wave, right? Yeah. Next round ticking down. So you got to complete all 4 to get a rotation C. That's what I've learned. I can carry these over. Nice. Oh, we got a Wisp. I really like Wisp as well. Mainly just because of her buffs, though. I guess we'll just try beating this guy up and see what happens. I mean, did fine. These guys are tiny, so I guess it doesn't matter. Level 30. Hopefully we don't get hit by a host migration in the middle of this and lose everything. I think Fullman is kind of one of my favorite weapons they've brought out recently. It seems very versatile. Wow, the guy went down a bit easier than I thought he would. Is that white? I think so. But you've already done, so it's pointless. Hopefully they can deal with that guy. Never mind, I guess. I really dislike the way the Pox looks, just hanging around. It's gross. Kind of wish I didn't bring it now. Probably won't be around long enough for the armor to matter. Wasn't sure if that would work on the Nox. Seemed to. Until he nullified me. His Wisp is going nuts everywhere. I don't know why. Is that just the conduit, or is that a key? I think it's conduit, right? I didn't even look at the Nightwave, I probably should have. This is probably some other kill things with abilities and stuff. Actually, I can do that here, can't I? Primary weapon, scan objects, caches, bounties, clem, nightmare, grove, relics, scans. Okay. Not really anything else I can do here. Buy a Fullman ribbon, very cheap. How cheap is very cheap? Two to three. No, not interested. Get off the wall. I'm getting scans from Helios here. I think it's just the Demolists, maybe. Gauss systems already. Nice. Hopefully we don't get too many duplicates. Still need two more, and I think you buy the blueprint, right? And then I think it's dark sectors for the weapons. I'll have a look on the wiki a bit later. Stop cheating. Streamer luck. Thought that was a bad guy. Blueprint from market. Yeah. Man, there's so much going on the screen. I'm not used to it. Holy fucking shit. I was just playing Call of Duty 2, there's basically no effects in that game. Did I have white or cyan? White. I think there's something wrong with this wisp. So where's the Nox nullifying me? Not sure if this is a person. Yes, it is. I think I might have the wrong arcanes on as well. For my operator. I don't know if that's tied to loadout or not. I don't think so. It's probably going to be a problem later. I don't think I have any elevates. There's blue. Right next to me. They're all nullifying me. With great stupidity comes great rewards. Is that what they just said? I don't think I've actually noticed any amalgams yet. It's just randoms dropping keys. Maybe I'm not killing them. Where is that? Is that a maniac? I haven't seen one of those in a while. Hash systems, great. I was excited for a second there. Would there be a disruption fissure added to the endless category? Do fissures happen in disruption? Is that a thing? They do, huh. I don't see why not. I think they would need some specific restrictions, like no lockdown or anything. Thing is, I don't really know much about the game mode, so it's pretty hard to know what to restrict. One relic after 4 conduits. Interesting. I was thinking about it the other day and just having like a really simple one as like killer level 1000 Demolist or whatever, which means you have to be here for so long enough to get to one. But if it's a fissure, it's probably better. Really no keys around? Hey Nash. Midnight in Aussie, west or east. I am down south and it is pretty late. I'm not entirely sure what time. Probably getting close to like 11 PM I guess. I'm not sure how tanky the demolishers become the further you go. Imagine at some point they become unkillable and you cannot prevent them. Well, I mean, the people that did the world record run were killing level capped enemies, right? I don't remember what they did. I guess they were using lockdown, weren't they? I've definitely struggled. I did when the event thing was live, I did a 20k run or something like that on Baruch. And the guys were like level 3 or 400 or something by that point. And they're getting pretty tough to kill. I was definitely losing conduits because I couldn't kill them quick enough. So there's probably some merit to that. Using lockdown, specific combinations, which you can't do solo, yeah. I'll have to think about it. I'd definitely like to have it on there. I want to look at the spy ones again and just try them out as Wukong. I might do that today, I might not. Just want to see what kind of a difference that makes. Where the hell is white? I thought it was telling me it was over there somewhere. Have some of that. That is a dead end. I didn't realize it was just me and one other guy. Well, fair enough. Cyan. Well, now that I know that, I should get a few less failures, I think. I really thought there was 4 of us still. Did they time out, or is there a way to... Can you solo extract from this? I didn't think you could. You can? Interesting. My dude was Sonic? Oh, the guy just killed? Yeah, he was a bit quick. It's just because I'm not host. Some crazy lag. Kind of want to notice when I'm at a lower health so I can see if I do have any elevates equipped. I'm pretty confident that I don't because I was testing the Eidolon DR earlier. We'll go for a bit longer. We will get a host migration, so hopefully we don't lose everything. And that guy... I thought that was some other kind of enemy. It was just massive. Wish Baruch's Desert Wind could hit the Eidolons multiple times. That would be an interesting run for sure. Let's wait for this guy to leave before I start up another one. Do we survive? We do indeed. It's when your restraint is empty that you can use your 4, right? Pretty sure that's how it works? Yeah, because you erode your restraint. Yep. There's someone on a gun turret over there. Quit that. Yeah, cool. Tested him out on the islands. Isn't super bad. This thing's taken forever. Have you used him against Profit Taker yet? Interesting that that guy didn't get slowed. You have? Nice. Is that a key on the map? No. Unless it's miles away. What the hell? Kinda have to know now. Man, that is a long way away. Did we get any changes of buffs in the last few months? Not that I know of. It was the same as the last time I played him, which is quite a while ago. Is this the veteran returning every time there was a major update? Or is this you enjoying the game? A bit of both. I do enjoy playing it, but I need reason to play it. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I haven't done, so I'm back doing it now. It's kind of annoying how long it takes you to dispel your 4. Wow, I thought this was like a timeout zone. Yeah, I definitely have no adaption. No elevate, sorry. Nice death squad. Waiting for my wasted endgame potential episode 1 to finish uploading. Okay, no idea what that is. 30 minutes taken forever. I mean, 30 minutes used to take me like 12 hours on my old internet connection. So I feel your pain on that one. Your optics? Nice. I think I need the chassis still. I still haven't really noticed who's dropping the keys. Well, that Nox just did. I thought it was supposed to be special enemies that dropped them. Heavy units in general? Huh. I guess they're corpus amalgams, right? We're in Grenier now. I think that's what's just throwing me off. Oh. Where was that coming from? I thought it was coming from the other way. Can the... What are these guys even called? Demolists? Can they drop keys as well? Nice. Hoping that guy would give me one. Pox in the face for her. What else do I have to do? Gotta farm Gauss, farm his weapons. I gotta do whatever those outbreak things are. I guess Nightwave as well. Plenty of that to do. Spy missions. I don't think there's really anything else new that I'm not just making for myself, right? I thought you'd been more appealed to hang out with Lamar and Jizzy than Otis. I don't even know who Jizzy is. I do intend to do some more GTA soon though. What's this, white? I've just had like a huge backlog of VODs from when I was streaming every day. And I've very slowly been uploading those in like a staggered format to YouTube. And I've got 2 left that aren't live yet. One's Minecraft and one's... What's the other one? That's the second part of the Call of Duty playthrough. So I'm hoping that having all of those up will give me motivation to stream more. Because I won't just have a big backlog of things to upload. I think Minecraft's going to be the big ongoing thing now. And because I don't want to upload 2 VODs of one game in a row, it'll be Minecraft plus something else, Minecraft, something else, back and forth, which means I'll do all the GTA. I've got Call of Duty 4 that I want to play through. I've got a bunch of games that I want to play through. But Warframe can be one of those this week. Jizzy, son of Michael? I don't even know. Outbreak's the only way to gain out of standing. Sigil drop the farm, but that's it. Interesting. Is it like a new mission type or something? Just trying to pinpoint this guy. Oh, interesting. So he dispels you, but then as you're going through the like dispelling animation, if he staggers you, you have to go through it again. Kind of annoying. Yeah, definitely no elevate. I mean, apart from pads, I don't really have a way to heal. That guy did a flame burst while he was ragdolling through the air. Bigger invasions, 3 new enemies to scan. Well, might as well scan them while I can. Is Outbreak sticking around like permanently, or what's the go with that? Planned updates to arbitrations. He's given up even trying to make worthwhile rewards. Ooh. I was looking for that turret. It was right in front of me. Aren't they changing the times? Because excavation's like way more lucrative than any of the others. I vaguely remember that. Changing times, adding filler rewards, useless auras and arcanes. Interesting. Sounds exactly like them. You have 8 times the viewers on Warframe than COD and GTA. I mean, I don't care how many viewers I have. Believe it or not, I'm not here for you, I'm here for me. That sounded harsh, didn't it? Ooh, I'm wasting restraint. My whole viewership was built through YouTube, through Warframe, so that makes sense. Kinda wish I had cold on these things. Fuck off. Just getting knocked back over and over again. How annoying. It's not me, it's you. Indeed. Like some of that, you bastard. Cyan. I get distracted just killing things. Streaming is a very different grind compared to YouTube. I mean, in what way? If you're trying to get more popular, I guess. Pretty much, yeah. Thankfully that's not a concern of mine. Energy drain, really? Relic. Oh. So do bombards and heavy gunners drop them as well? I've seen Nox do it and I've seen napalms do it. Maybe I saw a bombard do it earlier, I don't remember. Neither that time. What you said didn't catch. Is my game volume particularly loud for you? It's definitely loud for me. I'm just curious if bombards and gunners drop these keys as well. Napalms and Nox do. Haven't really seen the other guys doing it. Not loud? Alright. I do tend to mumble a bit as well. Nice, got a scan out of that guy. That XMI definitely dropped one. Blue. I think I've got Surge and Melt. Melt and Replenish, that's right. I've got Surge on the weapon. What's going on here? Where are you going? Arc Gun Deployer. I forgot that heavies drop those now. That was a welcome change for sure. Is this white? Yes. The Grappler feels so nice on Gauss. Why? And in what situation? What scenario? That seems like a very, very specific statement. Really annoying to get dispelled halfway through beating someone to death. Just using it in missions feels nice. I mean, fair enough. I've never really liked the Grappler. Pretty sure Bombard just dropped that. Probably have to bail after this because I don't have Elevate to keep me alive. Is that guy going for the turret? I realise there's the wall between you and I. Gauss chassis, well there you go, that was the last part I needed, so that was convenient. Yes, that worked out well. The weapons took you longer than Gauss. I think I got like a 1% drop rate, didn't they? I think one of these pieces needs Argon, which I guarantee that I don't have, so I'll have to go and farm some of that too. Void Trader, really? Mercury. The weapons need Hexanon? Oof. I've always struggled for Hexanon. I'm not entirely sure what was healing me in that run. I guess just Helios. That's really all I had. Unless I have healing return on his 4. Use Titan extractors to get Hexanon? I don't know if I've got any extractors. I mean, I've definitely got some, I don't know what ones. How do we even deploy them? And where does it come from? Jupiter? Hexanon? It's there, right? Distilling extractors. Sure. See if that yields any bounty for us. What was I going to look at? This. No, I don't have healing return. Interesting. Titan are better, but you need to empty them every 4 hours. Where do you get Titan from? I don't even remember where I got the distilling ones from. What was I doing? Gauss. Let's go ahead and buy a blueprint. Easy to do via the mobile app. I don't even have that. Take one of those. Really? Huh. Credits polymer ferrite. Sure, we'll build one. Why not? We'll need argon and heartnith. So argon. Don't take limbo to the void. Whoa, that dash felt really quick for some reason. Maybe because I was sliding when I did it. Sure, that'll do. I think I've got the parkour mod on, big part of it. That spot on the map was definitely confusing me. It's a shame that Gauss went so quick. I was expecting that farm to take at least a bit longer. I don't mind that game mode, but I don't really have much reason to play it. Control module. This Argon, welcome. Just trying to get some Argon to get Gauss building right now. Got pretty lucky with that farm. 10 rounds and I had all 3 pieces. Good amount of relics dropped there. Let's see. I mean, I haven't farmed relics in a very long time. I have thousands of the damn things. How was my summer? I mean, same as any other season really. It's fine. We don't do things like seasonally in Australia. There's no... I mean, I guess there is summer holidays, but they're the same as the ones we get in other seasons. I don't even know why they're called that. It's not like we get months off or anything. Hey Worth, welcome. Troll module. I think I only need 1 Argon, right? I don't think I even looked at the number. Did I come from that way? I did. That was a dead end, I think. Farming Argon? Yeah, I just need the 1 to get Gauss building. Just finished farming him. Then I gotta go and get his weapons after I get this Argon. And potentially Hexanon. I don't think I have very much. I wasn't expecting that to be a requirement. You see the 2-man 6x3 Eidolon run? I didn't. If that was recent though, there's a bug to the DR of the Eidolon limbs that make it super easy to one-shot. If it was before that, then awesome. I haven't been playing Warframe for a long time. You haven't or I haven't? I haven't for a few months. There's a little bit to do when you come back. I really thought there'd be a door over here somewhere. Busy playing Fallout 4? Nice. I haven't really given the Fallout games a chance. I saw a cutscene from it once and it pissed off my ethics, so I just boycotted it ever since. Although I am very up to date on the catastrophe that was Fallout 76. Because man, that was ongoing. What a nightmare. Hey! Get out of the void. Nice. I think I only needed the 1. Limbs are never the issue with Eidolons. Getting and charging the lures and taking out shields. I've never watched a 6x3. Like I've seen them and I know about them, but typically don't care too much. I figured that would be more of a problem if you were just 2-manning it, right? I assume it... What the fuck? Zealot? That downwards water is rough. I was trying to bullet jump up, wouldn't let me. See, they're just going to scan all of them? I don't think I can scan when I'm in my rift, right? One way to find out, I suppose. I don't think Helios gets brought in when I do this, so maybe he'll still scan them. Is there a third? There was. I think he's got them all though. Huh. Hey Shu, welcome. Has been a while. How to kill these things? That's interesting. 200 emissaries standing. What the hell is going on there? Why is this guy corrupted? I mean, I guess they're all corrupted, right? He just looked different. There's a tree. Quite annoying. He loves to kill my excavator when I do the Hurricane. Are they similar to the old guys we had that threw Molotovs everywhere? I assume they're like the same idea, right? Why do you do a daily Hurricane run? I haven't been to Hurricane in years. That used to be a thing. Oh, fat fingers there. Watch the Nightwave diorama that gets me info about them. I don't even know how to do that. This thing? I've got transmission audio off.
Everything changes.
Yeah, I just discovered I don't care enough to sit through that. So where do his weapons come from? I'm just scrolling through the wiki on my other screen here. I guess I can drag it across, right? Here we go. Demolisher infested on the Dark Sector mission Ur on Uranus. So they both come from the same place. Demolisher infested for both. And they have a very low drop rate, I believe. 1.25% for each. And they both come from the same guy. Huh. Hurricane, because first mission of the day gives you double credits. To excavate around and get credits, sometimes end day. Fair enough. For some reason I thought you were way more into the game. We don't care about credits that much. Resources, I apparently have a Hydroid. I'll probably go Necros. I don't really like playing Hydroid that much. $1 billion credits is the goal. I see. One shy of 1 billion, you mean? $6.90. Do you go ham on the credit weekends? Don't even know what to play. I remember somebody saying that this was changed again. You're nuts, yeah. I've done that a few times. But one time we spent ages in the index, and then the other time I was just speedrunning the Profit Taker and getting crazy money while I was doing that, so that was convenient. Static core? I haven't used that in a while. Is this a survival I'm going to? I don't even remember. It's pretty rare that I play with weapons because I want to instead of leveling them. It's disruption? Oh. Does that change anything? I guess that means I want a good melee because I'll be relying on it. I'll take the karmas here. I guess they can stay on viral. Necros can't desecrate the Demolisher. Interesting. I didn't realize it was one of the same guys that I've been fighting. Going for the weapons? Yeah, I am. Alright. Well, that means I can play something else. What else do I want to play? Could take Siren in there, could take Wisp. I haven't played Siren in a while. Where's she at? Garuda as well? Take Korra? Why is that? I think I've tried to fix my Korra fashion a few times and it keeps getting reset. Does her 2 work on them? It's interesting. Whipclaw build. Alright. I want to get rid of this sign down though. Where did that come from? I don't remember buying that either. What is this? Have they been giving us like Sindanas as Twitch drops or something? 5-meter radius. Most abilities work on them, it's just like the pulse they do every nullifies. Right. That makes sense. Oh, nice. You got an Amphis in there? That's cool. I think that would look a bit weird when you run around and it's rigid though, right? Don't partners get all bundles for free? That's an optional thing. Well, I guess for cosmetics we usually get sent. We do get sent cosmetics occasionally. Maybe it was that. That'll do. Smita? No. Helios. Quite a few deluxe bundles have capes. I don't think I get deluxe bundles. I definitely don't get skins. Do I have to change anything? I think I might need to put this sigil on here. Yeah. We're at 100, slowly creeping up there. Sindana comes from the Nyx bundle. I may have bought the Nyx bundle. Uranus. It's just UR, wasn't it? This guy. Alright. Let's do it. Someone's pinging me on Discord. With a photo I don't even understand. What the fuck am I looking at? Right, deal with that later because I've got no idea. So that's Whipclaw, that's a single target. That's Venari, that's F4. The Tonko still has self-damage, I imagine. I thought her butt had more physics than it does. She looks like some kind of beetle with how little it's moving. Another defense and sorting. Time to solo it? Why? Having a few other people makes it go quicker, even if they're just pugs. Or pubs. This feels normal again, right? I thought there was like a aiming reticle. I might have turned that off actually. And get some free rep. There we go. We could have solo and have 0 ping. Fair enough. Solo defense bores the hell out of me. I'm afraid of killing myself with this now. Would you like Cora? Haven't played her for a long time either. Is that the guy we're looking for? Trying to work out what melee I had for a second there. Definitely getting scans. Good old Helios. Used to having the Zor now. Been off Warframe for 2 months, really lost with this content. Noticing a lack of Garfield, he sure loves lasagna. What the fuck? I mean, he does. I don't see how that's relevant to anything. I don't know what you mean by lost either. It's pretty easy to go through it all. Not really a whole lot going on, I don't think. Does this detonate? It detonates as soon as it touches. Has that always been a thing? No, it definitely bounced at some point. Have I got an augment on, maybe? Yeah. Definitely not used to that. Well, that was the guy I was looking for a second. 50% credit boost? I didn't realize they gave you positive effects as well. I don't really pay too much attention. Nice. I don't think her one does that much damage to them. Glad the guy that put that key in wasn't defending it. I guess it doesn't matter though because they don't need C rotation anymore. So you got a 1% chance to get each weapon 1.25. And it has to be a specific Demolist spawn? You must be waiting ages to get that. You got the 25 scans done for Nightwave. Convenient. Nice. Get a scan in on his corpse. Spawn pod as well. This gun used to be so meta. Kind of wonder how many kills I have with it. $150,000. And that's pretty up there. This used to be the only gun I would use. And every time I think of how good this used to be, it reminds me of how good the Acrid used to be. That was the best gun in the game for a long time. Changed Tonka a few months ago. Explodes on impact. Only after traveling 5 meters. I remember they changed the Tonka once and I disliked what they did. Now I like this change, I'd say. Pretty happy with it working like this. Gotta make sure I at least run over the bodies in case they do drop a blueprint. The Acrid was good? Yeah, it was. It was the best scaling weapon in the game because now I think it does... its ticks are just toxin damage, maybe, based on toxin. But the old ticks used to be based on base damage. So the ticks would be counting as another shot. So you would stack, 50 ticks on one guy, and it's the equivalent of having, many 10-0 blasting it. Used to be insane. It was the best scaling weapon in the game that I can remember ever having that wasn't a melee weapon. I really want to see what my kills are on that now. That was like the only secondary I used for at least a year. Only 27,000, wow. This was back when void keys were a thing. and you would take in whatever gun you wanted to use, and then when that stopped scaling, you would swap to the Acrid and just melt everything. That was kind of the backup gun that you would take. Raise the Riven disposition, could roll even better than before. So that Riven is needed. I had a really good Riven for a long time on the Tonka and I got rid of it. I think I had two actually. I think I had multi-shot and reload speed as one, and then crit chance, crit damage as another. Typically prefer having a bit of quality of life on the Rivens now. That is my cat. Yeah, that does fuck all. I think just because they have a lot of health. Good for clearing crowds though. Not sure what build I've got on here. Nice score. Thank you. I think it's mostly default, isn't it? I don't remember what she looks like. Whipclaw can be amazing with a good crit stat stick on the augment. Huh, I forgot that it I forgot that it scales from a stat stick, so I'm just using my default melee weapon. I even have a Riven for the stat stick. I just don't have it equipped. Oh, one sec. Our turn. Partner's just heading to the gym. But yeah, I've got a Riven for a stat stick. I just didn't even think to equip said stat stick. How long can Warframe be a thing? I can see it getting to a point with League. 150 characters? I don't know. I feel like there's always going to be new players. So they can probably keep doing what they're doing for a very long time. It's never really going to hold people like those games do though. Like the vets are always leaving Warframe because there's just nothing, no sustainable gameplay loop. But D doesn't care about that. They're very clearly focusing on the newbies. So as long as people keep being born, I guess, Warframe can last. Going to go in? Going where? I'm going to go in with my latest video. I don't know what that means. Oh, we got a Nova. I did notice the slow earlier, actually. Didn't really think about it. Some wacky colours on that portal right there. Trying to hit a lot of topics. Alright. You don't usually speak in your videos, do you? It's usually just gameplay and editing. Is it different this time? Interesting. I've got no idea what you sound like. Energy drain is serious. Not very comfortable talking, so I don't speak too often. Is English your first language? It is, but you mumble a lot. Fair enough. I do as well. I have to make a very conscious effort not to do that on stream, and I still catch myself out every now and then. I think Ellie bullies me for it, so that's kind of incentive not to. Use chorus 4 to get rid of the baby fodder. Yeah, I tried to do that just then, but I had no energy, so... That gun that someone has is incredibly loud. Worst one to get, yeah, pretty rough. What weapon? Oh, it's the Zenith, really. I've apparently forgotten what that weapon sounds like. That's loud on my end. Is that a Juggernaut? Is he using Gauss as well? No, he's on Harry, so he still can increase fire rate. Wow, that's got some serious arc. Not gonna lie, I never thought you were an Aussie. I always thought the accent was Czech or something. I thought that accent was Czech. I don't know what that is. But no, I am definitely Aussie. I think the movies make it out that Aussies sound way different than we actually do. It's a stereotype that is not quite accurate. Setch, alright. No, it's not me. Try the Phaedra. Definitely used it before. Build that combo. Tactical Potato definitely sounds like the movies. Is he Australian? I didn't even know that. Although to be fair, I don't watch his stuff, so... I thought I would recognise an Aussie though. I definitely heard him speak. Crikey. Uh-huh. That's also not something that we say. Good enough real Australian people to know that you were. I think I can identify people from New Zealand too. I'm pretty terrible with accents. I don't pay that much attention. Because I don't really care, I guess. Hey, there's one of the blueprints down. Acceltra? What's the other one called? I've lost the page. Icarus? Icarus? Something like that. You hear Steve Irwin? No. I can layer on the accent pretty heavily if I need to, but I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to see if this doesn't do very well, no. Universal Medallion. It's the first one of those I've seen. Good, but it suffers from a way too low maximum ammo. Carrier is kind of needed. Interesting. I'll definitely try and max them. I need to get that wiki off my screen because it's damn bright. I guess there's no real reason to stay longer when I'm after the weapons, is there? Because rotation C doesn't matter anymore. It honestly feels pretty good using the Tonka again. I love this weapon back in its prime. The reason to stay unless you want more universal medallions. No, I don't really care about that. Still waiting for Tonka Wraith? That would be nice. Indeed. I guess we'll probably head out anyway. I want to go and get Cora's stat stick so I can use her one a bit better. New items at Baru. I know there are 2 new decorations. I don't know what else there is. Those decorations have to be added to my list. Is that all, is it? Oh, I have to go and get them anyway. Might as well do it now before I forget. Oof. prime flow if you want to sell it. Nah, don't care about that. I'm going to write these things down though, so I remember to add them later. I wasn't ready for this to be different. 100 ducats each. Ornament of unknown provenance to enhance your orbiter. Okay. Ignis Wraith? I love that thing. I think you can just buy it from a dojo though, right? Yeah, nothing else I care about. Katia Stencil will be useful for some people. I think this song is one of the most famous non-copyright songs that there is. Did that show me how many ducats I had? I thought I was pretty empty. I am. What is this icon over here? And how do you even get ducats anymore? I thought there was always a machine local. Here we go. Ah, God. How many do I need? I don't need many. That'll do. What the hell is it even supposed to be? Sure, whatever. Just gonna write them down. Sorry, IKEA tier, indeed. The Luxem here reminds me of a part of Thormcraft. I don't know if anyone here will know what that means. Move that again. Grab that stat stick, which I think I used the Maya. The critical chance slash melee damage. Yeah. It's pain figuring out which parts are voltage. Should be some sort of filter while browsing. There should be, yeah. I've definitely seen that feedback on the forums a few times. Let's get rid of the static ore. It is a powerful gun, but I don't particularly like it that much. What else haven't I played with in a while? Atomos, maybe? These used to be meta as well. Oof. What the fuck is that doing in there? I'm missing the other status mod. I think that was for a very specific thing. I don't remember what it is though. They add a way to see vaulted things. They'll do it in a non-user-friendly, convoluted way, just like they did for relics. Yes, their obsession with cleanliness over practicality is infuriating. Whoever's making the UI decisions at DE can just fuck right off, because they got no idea what they're doing. Yeah, it's fine. Back here? Yes. If I get two of the same weapon, that'll be kind of annoying. Let's not have that happen. I actually really like that song. I know people hate it because it's used in every monetized video on YouTube. I quite like it. Well, this is another one of them, so that's fine. Did I bring an Acceltra? Oh, I do like the reload. Very satisfying. The hell is that sound? Oh, it was the guy charging. I thought he died for some reason. Couldn't find him again. Nice. Is that white? I think it is. Oh, someone wasn't happy about that. Energy drain, really? Yeah, I thought he died. The first one that was. Get out of the way. Got pulled back in. So the downside here is that now I have the Maya, which means I can't really melee kill anything. Speaking of UI, do you know the story behind how we got X own on the Relics reward screen? No, I do not. I don't really pay close attention to D anymore. Nice. That worked better than I thought it would. Somebody tweeted Pablo asking if we could get it. He replied saying that he wanted to do it half a year ago. Told not to. Sneak it in there and hope that that person had forgotten. Actually, I do think I remember that. Yeah, good on him. I do like... He's done a lot of good for the game, I think. Just things that everyone else overlooks or doesn't care about. He's always sneaking in the little quality of life fixes. So Pablo blessed for that reason, indeed. I wish the rest of D would just stop jerking off over the aesthetics of the game. Stop fucking with the UI, stop releasing only skins, stop doing visual upgrades, and just focus on putting some gameplay loops in that keep people involved and invested. Fix all the bugs. There's so many fucking bugs. They've been there for years, they've been reported so many times. There's a few that I've robbed directly in the developer's face, the people that actually do the bug fixing in the dev server. Multiple times, gotten responses, had them actually replicate those bugs, and they've still existed for another 6 months afterwards. I don't really think they care too much. Not while Steve is in charge? Yeah, no kidding. Steve's a great guy, but he just needs to just fuck off. Fuck off with the aesthetics. The game is beautiful, just leave it. I don't get why they're so obsessed. Well, I think Steve started as like a graphics designer or something, didn't he? And he's the lead developer. So he basically has massive say in what actually happens. And that was like his area of interest and expertise. So it's kind of just bled into the whole dev team, I guess. The person who's really active is Killer Carpin. Does maps and 3D things, usually relies on Reddit threads. Replies. Oh, good. I've heard that name, but I don't think I've seen it around. Actually, I have on the Reddit, yeah. I don't remember what he said, but I definitely remember seeing it somewhere. Bison says he'll fix it. Yeah. Well, I mean, Steve said he'd fix the fucked up damage reduction on the Eidolon limbs like a week ago. Or a few weeks ago. He said it was getting fixed tomorrow. That never happened. Kind of annoying because it's not the first bug that is kind of game breaking for my glyph stuff. Where the hell is this guy? Also promised us the Snowball skin. Did he? Yeah. It's alright. D has disappointed me so many times that I don't really get caught up in their failure to deliver anymore. I used to. I wouldn't say I took it personally, but I definitely got influenced by it. Not so much anymore. Typically just expect the worst and that's what you get, right? Add-ons are bugged? Yeah, there's a problem with the damage reduction calculation that makes them way easier. I have to put my Tridalon and my Operator only challenges on hold because they're so much easier right now. I'd have to cut like 5 minutes off the 20-minute timer for Operator. And 3 or 4 for the Tridalon. I do true damage now? I didn't know that. I just know that I do a shitload more. It's not great. Not still a partner? I am. It's kind of tenuous, I guess, because I don't really upload much content Warframe related anymore. But they're pretty lenient with that. Like, as long as you're... Like, once you're in kind of thing. Unless you really fuck up. I think they're pretty happy to just let you do your thing. There isn't much to make a video about. Yeah, I wonder if they... I often wonder if they take that into consideration. Like, if D came to me and said, look, you know, you need to make more content if you want to stay a partner. the first thing I would say is, well, there's nothing to make content on, right? So I'm curious if they don't ever come around and say that stuff because they know the state of the game, or if it's just because they're comfortable letting partners be less active, you know? I'm not really sure which one it is. You got denied? Oof. Why? To be fair, they allow criticism. They don't tolerate personal attacks, but criticism of the company and the game as a whole is fine. They don't expect everyone to agree with them, which I do respect. And I don't have... What key do I have? I don't have a problem with any one specifically, I don't think. I just don't really like the way the company has gone. Like, I've talked to all the devs and they're all fine. Don't show your exploits either. One partner got permanently banned for it. It depends on more than that. There's a lot of context. And it depends on what the exploit is, because I've shown off plenty. You just gotta know where the line is. It's funny though, because every time I upload anything even remotely controversial, most of the comments are like, oh, here's another noob show tech. You're gonna be banned in T-6 hours or something. Like, the whole comment section is just people comparing me to that. I know for sure about the lack of content. Yeah, of course they do. I'm just curious if that comes into play when they're moderating partners. We're allowed to be pretty autonomous, like... Autonomous? I think that's the word I was looking for. They don't really moderate us very much. We're just trusted to go and do our own thing. And not be douchebags. Some people abuse that. AGGP is a good example of that. Well, someone got banned for using Photoshop? Yeah, I saw that. Of all the things he could get banned for. No sympathy, really. Like, he seems fine when you're talking to him, but the community that he's built up, I'm not very fond of it. I'll just say that. Miss Noob's videos. Knowledge of the game is very deep. I don't think I ever really watched him that much. What's his community like? It's like the opposite of my community. They all want to keep secrets. They're all... they get roles based on how many exploits they bring to Summit and his inner circle. They're always just trying to lord over everyone else, like how superior they are. It's just a big circle jerk of how much information they can withhold from others, and that's why I dislike the Quasars, because they do the same thing. The clan as a whole. It's like literally the opposite of what I stand for, so those people can just fuck off, really. That's why I get so pissy about it in the Discord when people are, you know, hinting that they've got secrets that they won't tell anyone else. If you got secrets, just keep them to yourself and go away. It's fine. I don't care if people don't share, I just care if people brag about it. Like bragging about not sharing? Why? The clan advertisement showed up in your video? Clan advertisement? I don't even know what that is. You mean for Quasar? I've never seen them advertising. Although I basically ignore clans completely. You mentioned you watch some YouTubers in a COD stream. Do you watch many Twitches? Do you mean Warframe specific? I don't really watch many on Warframe anymore. I don't think I watch any on Warframe now. You're a limit at 2 streamers? I think I follow like 20 people on Twitch, and then I watch maybe 10 of them every now and then. But I don't really watch them that much. I don't really watch much Warframe on YouTube anymore either. I'm kind of looking for my next big game. Like, there was Call of Duty for a long time, there was Diablo for a long time, there was Dungeons and Dragons Online for a long time. Now I've got Warframe. Warframe is kind of falling off for me now, so I'm kind of looking around for something else. Haven't really had much luck. I don't mind sharing secrets as long as they're not bannable. Ooh. It's hard to draw the line, really, or define the line. Fuck off. Badlands being a cog in their machine, showing what I mean in the video. One of their clan recruitment ads showed up in this. Interesting. I'll probably check it out later. You say it was 30 minutes long? I don't know if I'll watch all of it. My attention span is relatively short. Fuck off, all of you. Just got knocked over 3 times in a row. Look at all those ancients. Like 8 of them. To be honest, I only watched this stream to get validation from an Aussie guy with 20k subs and your charming smile. Okay. That was an interesting read. What was that? Did I get the pistol or the rifle? Oh, that's convenient. The rifle? I think I'm more interested in the rifle than the pistol. So that's good. Why, hello there. Allowed to use the Tonka? Get out of here. Actually been having a lot of fun with it. What What many people don't know is that you can carry 2 keys in power cells. Picking one up as Warframe and one as operator. Yeah, I use that in the exploiter speedrun. Haven't tried it with the keys. Is it frame perfect with the keys the same way it is the power cell? Same as the cells, yeah. Way back we could even pocket power cells in operator form. Yeah. It's interesting that they fixed that, but they haven't fixed what we've got now, because Rebecca is fully aware of what we have now at the frame perfect skip. Because she's done it on stream before. So it's just selective what they're actually going to fix. Did what? The like picking up 2 power cells at once, one with the operator, one with the frame, because they fixed the original version of that, which was super easy. Now that there's a slightly difficult version of the same thing, they just don't care, even though they're fully aware of it. Don't think they can fix it in a convenient way. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a dev. How come you stream on Twitch instead of YouTube, considering the following difference on both platforms? And the real reason, I feel like... Actually, the reason I started doing that was because my family is aware of my YouTube, and I feel a bit weird about them watching my stuff. So I didn't really want to stream on there as well, because I don't really have any secrets. So I didn't really want to be saying kind of weird things on a platform where they may be watching. So that's why I started on Twitch instead. But now they're aware of Twitch as well, because I kind of grew past that. It doesn't really bother me anymore. And now I just stay because this is where I started. It's your mum. But I also don't care about the following. I think Twitch is better for streaming than YouTube is in general. Energy drain. Roasting potatoes? To make me hungry. Like as a person of culture? Debatable. Another thing I rarely see people doing is go to operator and toggle crouch to safely revive people. It's usually how I AFK. Just go fucking around on my other screen. It's like muscle memory at this point. No worries. Speaking of operators, they've trivialized so many parts of the game. I think my biggest problem with the operators is Arcane Elevate, or Magus Elevate, whatever it's called. I think just putting so much healing potential in the hands of every single frame. You know, if you think about healers in other games, or characters that are capable of self-resurrection or self-healing, they're always balanced out by having less power or less maneuverability, you know, things like that. In Warframe, they did have that until they introduced the operator arcanes, and now it's just every frame, regardless of design or balance, now has unlimited healing whenever they want. He's guilty? Yeah. I mean, I just use 2 elevates on basically everything, unless I have a very specific reason not to be using it. That's always my default. I guess repair and lockdown as well. Yeah. Repair doesn't bother me as much. I don't think repair's anywhere near as good as elevators. Unless you're on Anaris, or maybe Nidus. Nice orange crit right there. Ow. I'll be interested to look at how many scans I've gotten from doing this. For me, there a reason to not run Life Strike or melee weapons. Yeah. I kind of moved away from Life Strike when Healing Return was added. I prefer that of the two. But Elevate definitely killed the need for having one of those mods equipped. But at least Life Strike needed some kind of strategy. You needed to kind of plan around it a little bit. Like, this is just so spammable and always available. There's really nothing to it. I just fucked up because... oh, never mind. The game was bugged for a second and I couldn't use operator. It was the first... okay. Naris with 2 Grace makes Swordy Corpus Hijack a joke. Yeah, I enjoy doing that actually. That's really the only place I use Grace a lot. I think I may have it on Core at the moment. It's pretty interchangeable on everyone except Anaris. Elevate was the first arcane I aimed for when I started playing. Funny how much more useful than the rest it is. Yeah, it's crazy useful. It's definitely worth the investment. I mean, it is an amazing arcane, it's just overpowered, I think. That guy just knocked over my frame while I was in operator form. Guardian and Elevator is dumb. Look why they keep it in the game, because it's a casual game. I'm aware that you prefer solo games, but have you considered having an FPS game as your next main game? I've considered it, I haven't been able to find one that I like. Like Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 4 were both main games for a very long time. But I don't like any of the new CODs or the new Battlefields. I don't like any of the new engines or anything like that. I think there's a new Call of Duty coming out that's supposed to be very similar to the old ones, so that could be interesting. But I don't really hold my breath for anything the AAA industry does, because I don't really have any faith in them. I tried PUBG, I've tried Apex Legends, I really don't like the Battle Royale games. They don't really interest me at all. So there's not really a whole lot out there. CSGO, I tried that as well. I couldn't really get into it. I really dislike the way the sniper scope works. I think I'm just very picky with which games I can stick with long term. Had some hopes for Anthem, yeah. What a joke. Yeah, I wanted that to be successful. Definitely wasn't. I'm gonna try Destiny 2 when it comes to Steam. I think I started to download that when it was free and just never finished it because my internet was so bad. But I'd probably be up for trying that too. I'm really trying a lot of stuff lately. A lot more than I would usually play. Likes a guy like Lamar to keep you engaged. TF2 is the best FPS game that's been released since 2007. I feel like there's some bias there. Kinda needed that. Graphic updates of the game. Personally think that's how... I think they are so focused on them because game is now focused around big updates. Maybe. I don't really care why, I just disagree with it. I don't really like the direction that they've been focusing any of their energy lately. I've made a very conscious effort to detach myself emotionally from DE. That's not great, is it? I don't think you can get that low, can you? No. Interesting. Oh, it moved again. Nice. I really want a game that directly competes with Warframe to get successful. Maybe that would make D sharpen up. Maybe. That energy drain is rough. He would teleport out of the wall. Yeah. I mean, they'll just spawn more red ones anyway, right? It's not limited to one. Is this white? I think so. Can't wait for the next open world. Exciting. I don't really care what content gets added, as long as something to do gets added. That's kind of the point I'm at. If there's something to do, that's really all I can expect. Loadout will be refreshing? Yeah, hopefully. I do like the idea of it, like the concept is cool. Game actually die? I don't know about that. Oof. Again, D is capitalizing on the new player, so it doesn't really matter if their latest content doesn't do too well. There's plenty for new players to do. I'm really excited for the new war quest. I mean, it'll be a fun half an hour, sure. And then after that, it's Orbiter Simulator again, right? Ooh. I didn't realize you could stand on those. Actually, I do remember this being a secret area down here. I do remember it knocking me down a lot. First time I saw this was quite a surprise. This guy's getting pretty hard to kill with the Tonka. That's alright. I thought I had a decent melee weapon, but I definitely don't. Said they're going to add the sentient bases, like some end game. Well, they need to add the tower system, right? They've been hinting that for a long time. The most excited I've been in the last like 2 years is when they actually said the words difficulty slider in a dev stream. And that was about a year ago. But the fact that that concept was brought up at all impresses me. I think saying impresses me is too extreme for what I felt, but it was nice to know that it's on their radar, you know. I'd love to have a sortie mission that I could just turn the difficulty scale up so high that I couldn't just complete it with every frame, that I would have to really come up with a very, very specific loadout to complete it. I don't care if there's no extra rewards or anything. Like, I'd like a reason to use all of my optimized gear and knowledge and yeah, all that stuff. Seriously hard, now we're doing 6x3 with no effort. Yeah, and then they bugged it and made it even easier. Great. I don't seem too concerned about fixing it. I might have to lower my requirements on the glyph thing. Question is how? Cranking up damage doesn't work. I mean, it would be a start. Crank up damage, crank up health. Turn their AI up to 11. If sorties were level 500 to begin with, it doesn't matter if it's artificial difficulty or not. At least I'll have something to muck around with. Obviously I would hope they come up with more than that, but if they can't, then I would at least prefer having something over nothing. Stuck in more shady places, harder to find. I wonder if I can actually shoot my cat, if she almost just got me killed. The orbs are a good direction? Yeah, I agree. I think the orbs are a good direction, but I think that D is so afraid of going too far with difficulty that they never go far enough. So the orbs are a good direction, but they're not where they need to be, I think. But of course, I'm trying to tailor the game towards myself. D is trying to tailor it towards new players, so they're in a fine place for where they actually want them to be. So it's obviously not going to change. Lucky Exploiter? No, I like that as well. I hated it at first, but you just got to put the time in and learn it. I really enjoyed speedrunning it. I think that's the only world record I've still got, Exploiter. Someone took Profit Taker. What else did I have? I don't remember. A dojo for like a day. Profit Taker is hard when you try to do it under a certain time. Reduced time available to 3 minutes. Yeah. Be a good step. Where the fuck? What is replacing gameplay with cutscenes and orange juice? Yeah, the cutscenes could go. I would agree with that. But the actual fight mechanics, I'm fine with. Health drain, really? One sec. Alright, I'm back. When I say new player, I don't specifically mean new player. I mean new player or casual gamer. That's really, I kind of lump them together because I have a similar level of respect for both. So it doesn't really matter if it's locked behind standing because that doesn't mean much. Wouldn't mind the actual fight mechanics if there was more fighting using my gear. Well, I think that's the whole reason they did it, right? It's supposed to bring everyone back down to a level playing field. You jump and then bullet jump? Are you talking about me or someone else? Me? Yeah, I guess I do. I think it's super weird that you don't do that. What's wrong with you? Maya kill. Anyway, certified way? Sarah. Like if they made all the orb missions into a big one, would be an amazing raid-like thing. Yeah, well, there was definitely talk about that for a while. I think people were expecting being able to do them all at once. There it is. It'd be crazy for sure, fighting a bunch of them. I'd be up for it. Interesting that I can't slow this guy with Xeno. Pretty sure I can slow all the others. Electrified conduit. Good shot. Where's he at? This isn't good. There's a healer in the back, screwing me up. I don't really have any scaling weapons, so as soon as these start to fall off, game over. Anyone drop a key? Yes. The song is so catchy. What's the name of it? I have no idea because I'm listening to a 3-hour playlist, a 3-hour compilation into one file, so I have no idea what any of the names are. The energy drain gets pretty heavy. Thanks to these guys. Getting closer. Bad shot. There was a time where I used to use Argon scope on this thing. I think that was back when it was after its first change, maybe? Maybe even before that. I think it was before that because it was like guaranteed headshots, right? I forgot about that. Used to be every shot, yeah. Now it can't at all, really? Shame. Didn't want to already drop a key somewhere. Here's one. Might have to bail soon. I'm starting to get that tired feeling behind my eyes. It's usually when I know that I need to quit streaming. The neighbours are having a party next door tomorrow. And for the first time since they moved in, they've decided to inform us, so I'm all about it. But that means I won't be able to do anything tomorrow. I feel like there is a bit for me to do. It's going to take me a while to get this blueprint, I think. I guess Gauss will be finished by the next time I stream as well, maybe. Level him up, test him in a few scenarios. Haven't been listening at all for this guy. One sec. I'm back. Progress? What do you mean? I do like the idea of working towards the codex as well. Didn't hear what you said, but I imagine you asked, what do you mean? Yes, that is what I asked. Am I so predictable? The lighting made that guy look really weird for a second there. Ooh. We get resistant to that apparently. Oof. Yeah, game over. 13 rounds. I heard some words I was referring to your neighbours. Oh yeah. The last week actually they've been pretty decent, I would say. It's way better than it used to be, and they've let us know about a party ahead of time, so we definitely appreciate that. So I'm wondering if, because my landlord got back from her, she was away for about a month, and she got back 3 or 4 days ago, and she hasn't said anything specifically to us, but I'm wondering if maybe she's spoken to them. could be interesting. I was here for 1 hour, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds. Progress towards peace and harmony. Indeed. Like if they're reasonable during the day and they have a party like once every week or two, then fine, you know, big whoop. But the fact that we could hear them for hours every day was just unlivable. Can mentally prepare for their parties now. Oh, go out? Yeah. If they let us know, like they let us know ahead of time, 24 hours ahead of time, you know, that's fine. They're having a birthday party, that's good. I hope they have a great night. It's not like I want to oppress them or anything. I just, you know, we're entitled to peace in our home as much as they are. I think I've had enough of disruption for now. Let me just delete that from my list. Any decos we've done. Still got to do the weapons. I've got to do the Outbreak missions. I did want to do one of them. I think that was just one of these, right? One Zealot Derelict code, which I don't have. Obtained by completing Outbreak missions on this planet. And that is just these, I think. So you do a few of these. It's defense. What was the other one? For some reason I always have a lot of trouble. That's excavation. Telling exactly what they are. Is there a time limit to these things? I've logged in like a few times over the last few weeks and they've always been there. This little... I don't even know where it is now. There's usually like a little indicator down here saying that I can do Outbreak stuff. Credits. I got 60. Kuva. Probably use that at some point, right? Hey Coco, glad it helped. Disappear when the invasion does. Just wait for forward invasions. Oh, interesting. Click on episode status while in navigation. Ah, there it is, yeah. Nice, thank you. I think it was because I was messing with the drones earlier. So is there anything quick here? Like for some reason when I'm looking at this I can just never tell which icon I should be looking for. Exterminate. It's the fist, right? Defense, invasion, invasion. Is that it? Well, let's go and do this. I want to do this thing. I don't think I'll be going too much longer though. I don't really play Korra much, but I do like her. Whew, that was some lag. I was trying to go into operator for like 10 seconds there before it actually did. Oh, what? Wow, I didn't realize they did that to Cora's 4. I know they did it to Rhino's 4. Where you like slam into the ground. That's cool. Did you already do day 8 of Omni? Yeah, I did that a long time ago. I've been slowly uploading the VODs to YouTube. I don't think I've streamed Omni for like the last 3 or 4 uploads I put on YouTube. But I'll be doing day 9 soon-ish, I think. These guys are going to stick around or what? Nope. Get back in there. You'll be waiting? No worries. That was an abrupt ending to that song. I think I'm putting a second part of COD up tomorrow, and then part 8 of Omni the day after. And then that means I've got no VODs left in reserve, and then I just need to keep streaming. Nice Thonkor, indeed. That's an emote that will never see the light of day in my server. Ooh. Stalky boy, maybe? Oh, Juggernaut. Had enough of those in Disruption, I think. And I've had enough of these things too. I've done way too much scanning of plants in my time. Oh, we got another death squad. Not gonna go well for them. Dumb. I think that was the Juggy back there. That's my cat. Marking Endo. Oh, we got some low MR in here. Fair enough. It's been a while since I've seen anyone do that. Go for the endo? Don't think so. It's not worth 41 seconds. You might have that Nightwave challenge? Yeah, maybe. Fair enough. The fuck is this? For research, you mind showing you my build? Sure. I've got that dodgy amp on as well from my testing earlier. Attack ships on fire? What kind of name is that? Let's go and fix that before I forget. This one. 130. Amazing. That's my Korra build. Well, the stat stick for Korra, obviously. Crit chance slash melee damage. Pretty good Riven for her. Not great for Atlas because of the slash, obviously. And the crit chance. Although I think I use Avenger on him, so it makes up for it. What are my bank details? What do I enjoy doing besides being an E-athlete? Being a real world athlete, I guess. I don't really do much anymore. You know, I'm at the gym every day, I run every day, I cycle pretty frequently. But I don't have... Buy your better Riven? No, thank you. I don't really have that many hobbies. I guess I read a lot, game a lot. Spend a lot of time on YouTube. I'm not that interesting. What was I doing? This one? This one. I guess the closest thing I have to a passion is martial arts, just fighting of any kind. I haven't done it for the last like 2 years, but I'm looking to get back into it again. Parkour, I guess. Did that for a long time. I want to get back into that as well. I kind of fell off and I've just been going to the traditional gym. But I want to get back into some of the more interesting movements. Do we have Grenier allies? I think that's what's going on. What martial art? Anything really. I spent a lot of time in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. Spent a lot of time in Wing Chun and Krav Maga. Did a lot of karate as a kid. Did a bit of Muay Thai. I've done a bit of everything. The weirdest one I've ever done was capoeira. Done a fair bit of judo. Basically tried everything. I think the most... well, I went and had a look at a gym the other day actually, and it was boxing slash MMA. And it was just around the corner, but it is burned to the ground and in the middle of repairs, so that didn't really work out. Real alpha? I mean, I guess. I'm not really that competitive, I just love movement. I'd like to do some kind of dance at some point as well. Like I really loved parkour, like free running. Because that's just really extreme movement, that's awesome. Never really been much of a dancer, but I wouldn't mind studying that at some point. That'd be fun. I don't know what genre I would go into, if that's the word. What style, maybe? Real beta. Free climb? Oh, there's a indoor rock climbing gym that I do want to go to, yeah. I've got like a list of goals on the wall, and that's up there. I'm not going to be free soloing anytime soon. I don't really remember the definition of free climbing, though. Oh, nice. But I want to go bouldering for sure. That'll be fun. I'm kind of just building up my cardio again with the running before I go back there. Or before I go and try that, sorry. Right, so that's the code, so I should be able to go... Yeah. Sure, I'm going to do that. Magnus at Midbury made you interested in indoor rock climbing. He is actually the one that inspired me to do the same. He's a great guy. I met him through Gigi Mufu and Tom Boyden. That's where I found him, and he inspired me to kind of build up the finger strength and stuff so that I could actually do that stuff. There aren't any facilities in your small town? Ah, it's a shame. It's actually surprised me how many there are local to me. We've got a huge one in the middle of our city, and then there's one like 2 minutes down the road by push bike that I could go to, although that's way more expensive for some reason. I learned the other day that Evo, my admin, used to be a rock climber on the same level as Magnus. Maybe even a little bit better. Based on the grades that we're talking about, at least. I find that pretty damn impressive. It's always interesting when you have known someone for so long and then you learn that they are, or that they were such a, like a prolific athlete. It's crazy. He does endurance running now. He runs like 30 kilometers a day. It's crazy. That's kind of what I'm working towards at the moment. What the hell is going on here? I'm getting a lot of scans, so I'm good for it. Trying to work up the energy to start lifting again. I was really surprised that I could still do pull-ups since I haven't worked out for 2 years now. Oof. Hey, you should get back into it. I think like 99% of people can't do pull-ups or chin-ups. I always find that interesting. So there's not much to this apparently, it's just a mobile defense. Exciting. Okay, I'm getting a whole bunch of scans. I think someone mentioned there's like three new enemies here or something. Ooh. Can't bounce off that wall apparently. Brother who's been a PE for a long time shames me, feels bad. PT, yeah, that's what I thought you meant. One of my only friends is a PT. I don't have many, I'm not very social. I see him most days at the gym. That's actually where I met him. And he does Wing Chun now, so it's really interesting. He just started Wing Chun, so I used to be, you know, I'm still pretty good at it. I used to be a lot better than I am now, obviously, because I haven't been training it for a while. But it's really cute to see him starting, and he goes to the classes, and then he comes back, and then he's got all this fight energy, and he just wants to test it all on me, you know? It's really fun to watch. It's cute. What is the sports like in Australia among children? In Sweden it's just soccer and hockey, pretty much. Soccer and football are the main two. But there is a pretty wide variety, I guess, when you're going through school. Basketball, indoor and outdoor hockey, volleyball, baseball, cricket. It's very, very wide when you're in school, and then it sort of narrows down a lot after that. I was never really into sports that much. I was never into group sports, like I don't really care about working with people. So all the things that I've trained hardcore have been quite selfish sports. When I worked out, I practiced lean gains like a lot. I'm not sure what that is. Thrash is part of regular infested spawns now? I don't know. That is the first time I've seen that guy. That was the Thrasher, right? I'm in the derelict mission, so it could be just special to this. It's all kind of weird things here at the moment. Pity there's such a low level that it doesn't matter. Just in this mission, there's a disruption. Right. Kind of want to stick around and just get scans. Precursor to intermittent fasting. Win games have a 8-hour time limit a day. Right. When I worked out, I practiced lean gains. I mean, I've tried doing intermittent fasting. It didn't really work that well for me. I just think I'm not very disciplined when it comes to food. I really don't care enough about food to keep track of it is my problem. I know some people that swear by it. So. Just the way you said it, practiced lean gains, I assumed it was something that you physically did. Kind of threw me off. Do I have to do anything to this? Interesting. I got up again. My cat's pissing that guy off. I find it a chore to eat, so just eating once a day was convenient for me. I find it a chore to eat as well, but if I eat once a day, then my metabolism goes to shit and I just put on weight. So I eat 3 meals a day at the moment, and they're all prepared by my PT because I hate cooking and I hate eating. So someone else does as much of it as possible. Food prep. Ugh. Food prep is like one of my biggest hates in this world. Can't stand it. I'm still scanning these infested pods here. Looks like I can just let them get up and then kill them. And then they make another one. It's convenient. I assume you need 20 scans on these guys? That guy's going nuts. That looks weird, doesn't it? Oh, didn't mean to do that. I still don't really understand these guys. Do you just have to down them all at the same time? There we go. I just eat to try and grow taller. I have a dinner cooked for me each day. Convenience to eat. Yeah, if I could take like one pill at the start of the day and just never have to eat, that would be great. If there was some way to... Like, I wouldn't care what it tasted like. If I could just eat one thing in the day and then just not be hungry, that would be great. I wish I didn't have to sleep either. I hate it. Hey Calypso, welcome. Yeah, I haven't streamed for a while. I've been slowly uploading all my backlog of VODs to YouTube, and now that I'm running out, I've got more incentive to stream. Kill all 3? Yeah. Doesn't matter how I eat, metabolism is freakishly effective. Like in Asia they told me I ate way too little. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely have to manage how I eat these days. Alright. That's 3 on Mars. You can do 3 on Pluto as well. What's the point of this? I don't understand why I did that, apart from scans. Which isn't shown here, apparently. Problem is I didn't really pay attention to what any of them were called. Catch up for Nightwave standing? I don't care about that. This guy. 2 of 5. Well, seeing as the things aren't leaving, it's not really like it's a rush, is it? Alright. We've got a bunch of Demolisher scans, it's nice. 17 of 20. I guess it doesn't matter because I still need that other weapon. Need to go and take care of things. Thanks for the stream. No worries, thanks for hanging out. I'm probably gonna finish now anyway. I'm not sure how long I just had myself muted. Hopefully not long. Probably ages, and I was talking to myself for like 20 minutes. Now I really need to know, how long was I not talking for just then? 3 minutes? Alright. Kind of annoying. I don't know why I hit that. Since you last wrote. That's not too bad. Well, I definitely read everything between then and now. I wish there was a more visible kind of indicator when I do that. Pain in the butt. I might have to change my setup so I can see that a little bit more clearly. There was like a 40-minute segment in my Titanfall stream where I was just talking to myself the whole time. Idiot. Yeah. But I think I'm going to finish up. I did just go over that whole list. Hopefully you heard that, because I don't want to do it again. But I feel like I've got a whole bunch of goals to do in Warframe, so it's not too bad. Probably have reason to stream it a few more times, although I do need to do GTA as well, and Minecraft in the near future. You missed that? God damn it. It's fine, I'm sure you could read it. Anyway, I was muted for the list. Oh well. Let's do this real quick. Surprise streams, yeah. So I've got plenty of goals. Plenty of reasons to play Warframe, so that's good. I feel like the burnout was big for a while, and it's not too bad right now, so I may play it more than I was expecting to. I have to remember to do that. May Shrek be with you. And with you, good sir. Anyway, I'm done. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to go and eat. And I may be around again in a few days, but no promises.